Hey guys, welcome back. I'm super excited for today's video. What's up beatnikers, welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring you the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's day. I am suited booted today. I'm going to ESMT, European School of Management and Technology. This university, ESMT, is by far, in my view, one of the top-notch business schools I've ever come across. It's right here in Berlin. We're gonna go inside. So the whole purpose of this video is to show you guys much more than what internet or ESMT's website provides you. Alright, I'm gonna be showing you a complete campus of ESMT and how does the building look like, what kind of courses do they offer. If I get a chance, I would also like to speak to some students and their journey of getting to ESMT and Berlin, and what kind of connections do they have here in the industry, what kind of job prospects do they offer. As a person, if I go and study there, how do they transform me as a student?
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things, I gotta just let it all out, I'm talking.
This is ESMT. What do you see? This is iconic building. I mean, I wonder how does it feel like to study here in this school? Looks like a palace. It's massive. Let's go in. Okay, run. Okay. All right, guys. So we have reached here to ESMT. This majestic building. Let's go in and check it out. So I'm joined here by Dimitra. She is from States studying MIM. What's that?
Masters in Management.
She's studying here for 1 year now. 1 year, right?
Yep.
How many more to go?
One more to go. So I'll graduate next September 2019.
She'll be giving me a campus tour of this building and talking about facilities. How did she apply? What about the job prospects and internship? Let's go. Look at this whole gigantic lobby which they have.
Yeah, it's a huge lobby with a beautiful mosaic in the back. Yeah. So on the left side, when you go past the doors, you actually have the area where the MBA study. That floor is dedicated to them. And then we have a cafeteria just for students here where we eat during our lunch break. If we go upstairs, I can show you where we study.
How many floors this building is?
We have 3 floors and then plus the ground floor, so 4 in total.
Okay, I read it on internet. This school was started by 25 top companies.
Yeah, actually we'll get into more detail about that because a lot of those companies are the ones that are helping us with internship and job process. Yeah. So it's really useful to be able to have this partnership with them within our school.
All right, why don't we start from way back in States? Like, how did you apply?
Yeah, so I was working in New York, and then I decided that I needed to get more relevant education, and I looked at all the schools in Europe because I really wanted to pursue a master's there. Yeah. And ESMT was the best one that I saw because of the partnerships, because of the courses. They were very relevant to like today's modern topics. So I applied, and then I got my response like within 2 months, and here I am.
Great. So we are on first floor right now.
Yep, we're on the first floor. It's really beautiful. If you take a look, wow, we have like art everywhere, a beautiful view of the castle they're building. Yeah.
Dimitra, why don't we, since we are going to a classroom now, on the way, why don't we quickly talk about what subjects are you studying?
So my stream is innovative management and my specialization is global and digital strategy. And this is where the classroom is.
Oh, we're going to class, yeah?
Yep.
Whoa. Wow. Oh,
massive, yeah.
Oh man, this is so...
It feels big.
This is so big, class. Wow.
We usually have like our name cards here. That's how the professor gets to know our names.
No, it's like a parliament. It's like a parliament, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it feels good to be back.
What class do you have normally here?
These are the classes that we take together. So the core business classes, and then when we come back from our internship, we have like a simulation that we put together here too, before we split up into our specializations.
Wow, so you share some subjects together, but then you have a specialization which is the other
Exactly.
part. So what is your specialization in MIM?
Global and digital strategy.
So what are the other areas?
There's also finance, there's big data analytics, and there's also entrepreneurship.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Let's go ahead. The other point what I want to ask you is like, if I come here as a student, do I get part-time jobs or internship that easy, or do I really have to struggle for that? What's your experience in that?
Yeah, well, it's cool because in Germany there's this thing called working student, so you can work as you're studying for 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
And then once you're able to have an internship full-time, you can switch to that. There's so many roles like available. During the whole year I was looking at different roles for working student and for internship. So right now I'm doing my internship, and afterward when I start school again, I'm planning to get a student working position.
Have you came across any story where someone was doing an internship and got absorbed in the company as a full-time?
Oh yeah, so many people. Yeah, there's some companies out there that really love our students, so they wait for them to graduate. So maybe first it's internship, then working student, and then before they even graduate, they get a full-time job there. Yeah, so we're gonna take you to Audimax. That's one of the biggest auditoriums we have, and during the year when we have events, that's where we have all the keynotes and the huge events.
Got it. Alright, let's go.
Oh, it's open.
Oh, wow.
Again, huge.
Wow. You have everything big here.
Yeah.
Okay.
During the year, the students host this event called Digital Future Summit, and these are the rooms we have for the workshops and breakout sessions.
Got it.
Yeah.
How many auditoriums do they have? Like, seeing so many of them.
Yeah, there are so many. I mean, and we use some of them, the MBA students use some of them, the EMBA use some of them, and then when they have events during the school year, like speakers coming in, they'll be in one of these rooms. Yep, we're gonna go in here.
Okay.
Yep.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. What is this?
I know, right? What is this?
A marriage hall?
A dance hall.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Man, it's so damn big.
Yeah, imagine like being at school alone, just walking around, and it's so huge, and you're like, what is gonna pop out out of nowhere?
Seriously, yeah. Oh,
I love it though.
It's facing the TV tower.
Yeah, yeah, we could show you definitely. Yeah. An amazing view. Really, we're so lucky to be in the middle of like the center of, you know, Berlin.
Center of Berlin.
Everything is so close. We have amazing views. Things are in walking distance.
Here's the TV tower. Wow, man. Great. Very important question for a lot of students to know, because financially not everyone is strong, and if someone is planning, they need a financial planning. What do you think of cost of living in a month? What is your expenses, if you would like to share?
Yeah, it really depends. I mean, for me, I live alone, and I would say my expenses for the month, including like the fixed and variable when I go out and stuff, is around 800 euros. But if I lived maybe in a private room in a house, it would be a lot cheaper. So I would be paying maybe half the price that I pay now for the apartment, for the actual room.
Yeah.
So I would budget around like 600 to 1,000
a month.
Yeah.
For accommodation, food,
insurance, chilling, going out with friends.
On top of that, yeah. Well, it is a very subjective, the chilling part.
Yeah, it depends.
If you smoke, then you have extra money going in. If you like to party, you spend money. If you want to travel, then all these things are very variable cost. Whether it's an optional, whether you want to do it or not. But the fixed cost a monthly, which goes out, in my view, is accommodation, food, insurance, and internet.
Yeah, for me that's around 500 euros.
500 a month. If you don't do any luxurious.
If I stay home, and don't, 500.
500 to 600 max.
Yeah, let's say 600 in case you have a more expensive insurance plan or something.
Great, let's go ahead. Yeah.
So right now we're going to be going to the 3rd floor. That's where the MIM students have the study rooms.
Okay.
And we go there after class or during class when we have breaks to practice, you know, some case studies or to do our homework there. So it's exclusively for the MIM students, which is really cool.
Like the whole floor?
Yep.
Wow.
Except the library, which the MBA students can use, but everything else is
their territory.
Yeah.
Okay. So this floor is still the classrooms now?
This is not exactly classrooms, it's study rooms. So after class, we would come here to work together on projects because a lot of the course does involve group work.
It's like
we could go inside.
Can we?
Yep.
Everyone has a key.
We have like a whiteboard here to drop some formulas.
Wow.
Yeah, usually every study group within the MIM program has, like, we only work with each other for the semester, so we're assigned a team to work with for that semester until the next semester.
This is like such a good thing, like
it's cool. It's like modern here. It's air conditioned and heated.
and it is something which I would love to have my own concentration and nobody's there to disturb. You're very like a tunnel vision, focused right on the job, right?
It's crazy because like sometimes we're here until late at night and we order food, and then we're having like dinner. Yeah, we order food, we pick it up, and then we're just eating here like a dinner, and then we continue studying again.
Good, yeah. Okay.
Now we're going to the library. Yeah.
We're entering library now. Wow.
Yeah, so welcome to the library. On one section we have the books you can borrow, and then on the other section we have books that you're able to keep because they're being given away. We have computers on both areas. And then in the middle we have a nice comfortable area if you want to just hang out with your computer. With a beautiful view of Berlin in the background.
This is the garden which belongs to you?
Yep, so from here you can see
they also have a separate garden for them, so like, we're gonna go down actually.
We'll go down to see it. Yeah. We're gonna go back.
We were here, right?
No, we were here. And we saw this. It's a little bit higher, but not exactly its own floor.
Okay, and then we
were here.
And then we just...
We were here, and we were here, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And
now we're going here.
Now we're going to the garden.
Yeah.
Okay. We are also going to be speaking to the Associate Dean of this university. His name is Nick. A bit more about the programs and what's with the jobs here. So yeah, that's something which matters every student, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why did you come this far otherwise? So we're going to garden what we saw in the library now.
This is our garden area. We do everything here. We have like our club events here, soccer games, barbecues. After networking like sessions, we come out here for a drink. It's literally the perfect place, and it's huge too.
Yeah.
I see a volleyball net set up over there, so I guess some people have been creating some teams.
It's big, bro. Live life to its largest here, yeah? People do get scholarships here?
Yeah, people get so many scholarships. I mean, it of course varies based on, it's merit-based and also financial-based.
Yeah.
But yeah, ESMT gives out their own scholarships, plus there are private companies that work with ESMT that give out scholarships. For example, Allianz.
Yeah. Okay. Dimitra, one of the questions which I want to ask you, which concerns a lot of students, no matter which part of the world they come from. In terms of jobs, what is your plan after you graduate? How do you plan to find a job now?
Well, luckily for me, the company I'm working at right now for my internship is really great, and they always have open roles. ESMT helped me get this internship because a lot of students before me were able to intern there, so my school has a good partnership with them. Okay. But in general, when I come to that time where I have to search for a job, I'm definitely going to visit my career services and see what's out there, because they know all the job openings. And if there's something that it's a match for me, I'll apply for it. Otherwise, I'll do my own search based on people I know in Berlin.
Right. Does ESMT provides you a language on the site for non-native speakers?
Yeah, for non-native German speakers, you are recommended to take German, and it doesn't take place at ESMT. It takes place at GLS.
Okay,
but
that's a partner university?
Yeah, it's not a university, it's a language school, but it's part of the tuition, so it's already included for the whole program, yeah.
Right, so you usually attend the schools in the day and then go there in the evening?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, I think that's a great deal. Let's go and meet Nick now.
So do you know what that is?
Is this from GDR?
Yes. Okay, so it's the symbol of East Germany, which was known as the worker and farmer state. This was the former headquarters of the East German State Council. And this was one of their main reception rooms. And up here you have the three symbols. So you have a sheaf, so it's wheat on the outside, so that's for the farmers. You've got a compass in the middle, which is for science. And you've got a hammer, which is for workers, all drawn together. And this building used to be, so when it was the headquarters of the East German State Council. When the wall fell down, then it became a federal property. Then the federal government gave it to the city of Berlin in return for some other land. And then it was empty for a while. And then, so ESMT was founded in 2002, and we moved into this building in 2006. We had the obligation to renovate. The whole building's protected, except This part, actually, this whole mosaic here that you're seeing wasn't protected, but the founders decided to keep it because it's a historical symbol and it's also a beautiful piece of art.
Can we quickly run through the programs which you offer?
Sure.
Yeah.
So first of all, our history is in offering executive education. So that's short courses, either custom made for businesses, specific clients, or for the open market. So that's a big part of our business, but not the part that I look after.
Yeah.
Then we've got the other part, which is postgraduate degree programs. So we've got no undergraduate programs here, just starting at masters.
Yeah.
So sort of our first program that people would come across as they grow is the Masters in Management. That is a 2-year program which targets people coming directly from bachelor's programs in any discipline, or it's sort of between 0 and 2 years. We can go back to each program in a minute. The second program then would be our full-time MBA program, where people will have worked for, on average here it's 7 years. The range is about 3 to about 15 years. So that's a 1-year full-time program, January to December. And then we have an executive MBA program, which is for people who are mid-career professionals looking to make the jump into leadership positions or senior management, or people who are running their own companies who want to be able to do that better.
Right. The other point, Nick, I want to ask you is a lot of student concerns. This is like a big thing, especially with the part of the world where I come from, where our schools are designed in a way that if you enter any business schools or any management universities, there's a campus placement which takes place, and we are very much assured with the jobs.
Yes.
What do you think of that with ESMT?
Oh, I think it's a little bit different in business schools in Europe. I know in India in particular, there's such an emphasis on placement.
Absolutely,
and people ask us about, okay, so tell us about your placement service. And we say, we don't have a placement service, we've got a career management service.
Okay.
So we always tell candidates, no, it's not that companies are going to come in and then say, okay, we want you, and you. Companies are going to come in and present themselves, and then you've got to sell yourself to that company. So I think a little bit that the positions that people try to go for after doing a master's program or an MBA program here are quite ambitious. So they're generally positions that are, relatively well paid, quite a bit of responsibility, whichever program you're coming from, with sort of commensurate salaries. So they're actually really competitive positions to get for people. Some people may be going for those positions who don't have a master's or an MBA as well. So it's really up to the candidate to use all of their experience, their past experience, plus what they learn here to position themselves with the companies. But I think that if you look at what happens here, so we've about 90% international students, and of those, about 90% take their first job in Germany after the program. So people are successful, but it's not a simple case of sort of walking along this line of companies and then being picked. So it's a little bit different. It's just doesn't work that way here.
So one of the points which I actually picked up while you were talking is you said you have a career service.
Yes.
Yeah. Other than doing CV reviews and cover letter reviews, do you also provide us with the leads that, hey, X person, listen, there is an opening there?
Yes, so we have we do quite a lot in the career service. It's number one is preparation, helping you to prepare to present yourself to employers. Number two is connecting employers with you. So we have relationships with lots of companies. They will tell us if they think they have appropriate jobs that would fit our candidate profile, either master's or MBA, and we would then, through a job portal, advertise those to the students. But if I may, on career service, I think people have a bit of a narrow definition of that. So people see these people who are in this office labeled career service, but actually we're all career service. So if you're a student here, I think the onus is on you to build relationships with everybody.
Absolutely.
If I take myself, I've been here since 2010, and I know pretty much every student who's been through our door. So I know I can contact them, I know where they're working. So if you as a student, even though we might not engage every day, if you somehow sort of find out and get to meet people and get yourself about, then you have access to all my network as well. So that's kind of everybody's kind of involved in career services.
Right.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Okay.
For your time and.
All right. Have fun.
Yeah. Alright guys, that's it from ESMT. If you enjoyed this and if you gained some information from this video, hit that thumbs up button. I would also appreciate if you can just go ahead and share this with your friends and put it on your social media. If someone wants to study business in ESMT, this is a video for you. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.